Hello and welcome to the As Per My Ability podcast. Season 1, Episode 5, The Sting of Missing a Move. With every end, there is a new beginning. And with every beginning, there is an origin story. This is ours.
Howdy, my name is Zachary Dahl, and I am a gamer. I primarily play board games these days, but I will try pretty much anything that can be described as a game, at least once. What follows is a short chronology of events that led me into modern board games. Growing up on a farm in the Midwest, I found myself drawn to any activities that weren't chores. Bonus points if it meant I had a chance to compete with my 3 older siblings or my parents. Anything that wasn't work counted as a game in my book. As you can imagine, this means games have pretty much always been my jam. We didn't have a lot of things growing up, but we had one thing, so glorious, so mysterious, so fun, I still get giddy thinking about it. Our family game closet. This otherwise standard linen closet was filled to the brim with puzzles, toy blocks, and games of all types. Your typical fare was there, of course, chess, checkers, Sorry, Candyland, and Monopoly, but also exotic titles like Ready Set Spaghetti, Enchanted Forest, Jewels in the Attic, Solar Quest, and Fishin' Time. The sheer variety held in those taped boxes was more than enough to keep my family of 6 busy playing through the long winter nights and hot summer days. The closet was also very unorganized. I'm not sure any of the haphazardly stacked boxes were ever complete with original pieces. No matter, we grew up knowing it was better to make do than do without. So we made do. Playing a game meant collecting the pieces first. If we couldn't find them, we needed a reasonable facsimile. Sorry pawns were typically replaced by tangram pieces of the appropriate color. One time, I remember convincing my sister to handwrite out a new property card from Monopoly just so we could play. Last I checked, that card is still in the closet waiting patiently for the next play. When we didn't feel like cobbling together the pieces to play a board game, we would reach for a deck of cards instead. These were conveniently kept out of the family game closet in a drawer near the dining area. Outside of the enigmatic closet, it was easy to keep the cards organized and readily available. Because of this, I've been playing card games for as long as I can remember. I would lay on the landing of the staircase with my opponents and take turns picking out which games to play. I distinctly remember playing Kings in the Corner with my brother when I was 4 years old. I remember the excitement of drawing the card, hoping it was something that I thought I needed. I also remember the sting of a missing move and the agony of my brother beating me yet again. I played a lot of games on that landing over the years. As soon as I could count, my uncle started teaching me cribbage. I was terrible at it. He skunked me again and again. Skunking in cribbage meaning winning by a mile. He would skunk me, chuckle at my misfortune, and then point out things I could improve before asking for a rematch. He was helping me get better and introduced me to friendly competition. I slowly got better and started to lose just normally, rather than by a wide margin. Now that I knew the ropes, I was ready for the big times. I could play with Grandpa Joe. I don't remember Grandpa Joe smiling very often, but when he did, we were probably playing cribbage. It was clear he was having fun when we played together. It was also clear that I was at least partly responsible for this fun. That in and of itself made the game much more attractive to me. It was just plain great to have an activity I could share with my older relatives that they also enjoyed. This was a formative moment for me. I realized that growing up did not necessarily putting an end to playing. This was formative for me. I realized that growing up did not necessarily mean putting an end to playing. As I got older, I kept playing games. I would play cribbage and pinochle with my older relatives. I would play anything out of the family game closet with my younger relatives. And I would play dealer's choice with my siblings. But what did I do when no opponent was free for a game? I turned towards video games. We had a 486 PC my dad won via raffle at work. Another uncle of mine loaded it up with DOS games like Pharaoh's Tomb, Lemmings, PGA Golf, Treasure Mountain, and Catacombs. I greedily played each game, trying to figure out how to beat every level and maximize my scores. My brother and I would sometimes play single-player games together, taking turns with each life or discussing strategies and collaborating, trying to solve the puzzles. Fast forward to college. I was still playing video games, just now on the PS2 and GameCube, in addition to on the computer. I met a classmate named Jeff, and we became fast friends. I got into modern board games circa summer 2008 when he asked me, "You ever play Settlers of Catan?" When I answered in the negative, Jeff started espousing the greatness of the mechanics and the premise. I was interested, so we scheduled a game with a couple more friends later that day. After that first game, I was completely enthralled. I immediately took to the internet and started learning more about the game. I started frequenting my friendly local game store and learning about new classics like Carcassonne, Dominion, and Agricola. The rest, as they say, is history. Looking back, it's clear to me the specific form of game is not actually important to me. I enjoy the structure that the play of games provides. I also enjoy exploring the boundaries of said structure. The social contract we enter when playing with others helps facilitate interaction and deepen our bonds with each other. I look forward to continuing playing games, but I want to end with a quote from George Bernard Shaw. "We don't stop playing because we grow old because we stop playing." Thanks for listening to me, Zachary Dahl, your fellow gamer.